What's up, guys, and welcome to part 3 of the Stanley Parable. Today, I do not have a hood on, as it is being washed. Recent events happen. I don't want to go into it. So, this is part 3. We have explored 4 endings so far. I am unaware of how many more there are. So we're gonna just, you guys know what's happened so far. This is a story about a man named Stanley.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
All my co-workers were
Stanley
gone.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm pretty sure there was no memo. So this time, we're just gonna go.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Yeah. Foliage, mountains.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
I'm not in the
hoping
closet.
he might find an answer
I'm
there.
not in the broom closet. I know that now. My room is a standard.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and
I'm
got
supposed to be
back
in
on
here.
track.
I wonder what would happen if I just stand here. It's so lovely.
There was nothing here.
Oh.
No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
There's plenty of reasons. I mean, just look at that monkey wrench. And
It was
that
baffling
thing.
that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Yeah.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I hate you. You're a douche. And I just want to mess with you.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yeah.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
You don't know
I never
that.
would have thought to mention it.
There could be a whole lot of stories in here. For instance, a man died right
Maybe
here
to
on this
you,
carport.
this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your
Sounds
friends
like Ross.
find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Okay, well, the narrator snorts...
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Yep.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I wonder if that's all there is to be had in the closet. Moving around. I don't think there's anything else that's gonna happen. Alright.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Well, screw you too!
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I didn't. Wait, did I already do this? I think I already did this. Did I? No, I think I took the elevator down. I don't think I've done this one. I have not.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Thank God. He
thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
I'm flying!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
That's what I say to myself when I want to cut somebody.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I'm real. I must be real.
Okay.
I must be. Can anyone
stop?
And everything went black.
Stanley? You okay?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Or
it
do
was
you?
comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
She didn't just walk, she ran. Oh my god, that was a weird ending. Right at the end, my heart like jumped when the music just went. I was like, ugh! I think my camera shorted out too. Oh Jesus, that was crazy. We're gonna do one more for this episode. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Until we reach the number of endings that we can do. That one was like really, it was mind-boggling. And never in my life have I ever looked at that body and been like, I'm glad I'm not insane. It's like the person could have been shot. It's just like, I'm glad I'm not insane. Or are you?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
They
the
all
meeting.
decided to go have
Perhaps
one
he had
giant
simply
big
missed a memo.
orgy. That's what happened. I know exactly what happened. I saw the memo. I know about the memo. Everybody just went off without me. Nobody.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nobody wants to invite Stanley to any of the orgies. Oh no. Stanley's too weird. Yeah. Stanley's the weird one. Stanley's. But you know what? Stanley's not the one that organized the orgy, okay? No. That was Ted. Ted's a weirdo. I'm sorry, Ted.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
just charts
disbelief,
and
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Who does it? Boom. Just wanted to open it. I'm not
Coming
going
to a
that
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Put that out. What?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was
Alcoholic!
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Because I'm a genius.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Tech range. Nothing this way. Or is there? Nope. Hello, red button, my old friend. I love to press you. I wish to savor this. Red button? We've barely known each other. But I just want to press! Yay! Alright. Down we go. jamming out. It's a mix of screamo, Latin, rock and roll, country, pretty much whatever the hell I want.
Descending deeper
You can do it
into the
too.
building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
If light is on, call extension 914 immediately. Oh, hold on, let me just get my cell phone. Oh, wait, I have no body. I'm just a pair of eyes. Like I said, looking down there makes me think that that would like be like the horror version of the game. But I've already been there. So we're going down the corridors.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? But screw it. It's just a game anyway. Right?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Maybe I hate my life.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yup. I've been a big fan of certain Doom. Hello, Death. You're my friend. Invite me in your cold embrace. I expected to hear, like, snap. My legs. Screens, they suck. Nobody likes a long loading screen. Ah! Hola.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Wow.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He
Let me out of
doesn't
here.
know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this
It goes smash,
final
smash.
to his brief and shallow life. Farewell,
Ah!
Stanley.
Ah! Ah! No! No!
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Ah! What? What? Huh? Confused. I thought I was gonna die. Yay! Thank you, narrator lady. You're so much nicer than the other one. Hey.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know him.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What the? Okay, you see the one door leads to all that. Okay. Oh my god. It's my office and stuff. 2 doors. But they both lead to nowhere. At least nowhere that's important. Filing cabinets. Fascinating. Yeah, I've been looking for this file all week. I wonder if it's in one of these. Solitaire. Off. George? Again? Come on. You're better than that. Nobody cares. Alright. Kevin Briding. And the impeccable Kevin Briding as the narrator. Kevin Briding. I love your voice. God damn it, you're annoying. Button sounds. These are weird button sounds. Oh, I didn't like that one. It's too high pitched. The Office. Wow. Boss's office. What it started as and what it became. I'm guessing. Office clocks. They never changed. Freedom ending. Are there pictures of all the endings? Oh, that would... Oh. What was that? Countdown desk. The desk from an early version of the countdown ending. Countdown ending. Freedom ending. Yeah, we already saw that. Countdown room. What is countdown? Monitor room elevator. Exit. Okay. What the? Game design mock-up. Is that an ending? There's my desk! Alright, let's go ahead and go through the exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I don't necessarily say I want to destroy him. He just gets on my nerves and he's a prick. And in turn, I've seen the original ending. He doesn't necessarily hate me. I don't think anyway. I mean, but the whole drugs and being fat and whatever else he said is kind of a dick move. Let's shut it off.
Can you see?
No.
Can you see how much they need one another?
Oh.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Like how I can't see Jack Diddley Squat.
Listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Oh my god! Oh, I heard the squish. Poor Stanley. I'll always remember you. It's dark. I can't see. Do I literally have to go to the menu? Is there literally nothing else? Well, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. If you did, leave a like and leave a comment. Also, if you enjoyed this video and all of my other Stanley Parable videos, you can hit that subscribe button for me down there. And, I'll be back with more of the Stanley Parable and pretty soon Shovel Knight. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.